So the holes are dug, and I did run into brick in both holes. So you might wonder where the brick come from. At one point, there was a big octagon house up about where that big tree is, and when they purchased the property, they purchased that when they moved that octagon house down to this location. I don't know if it was a little bit further back or if it was the same footprint as this. But either way, it was an octagon, so it was probably wider than the bungalow. So I would imagine that that's where the brick came from when they did the foundation to set the octagon out on when they moved it down the hill. Because that wasn't there at the time. That was probably there, but not all that. So I think they brought it right down through here is what I suspect. So let's look at the dirt, the layers, because it is kind of interesting. So we have that rich black. I put that below one of our shrubs, so if I need some rich dirt, I can go and got a pile of it. Then we ran in, then it's the brick. I don't know, it kind of looks like ashes and whatever else for another foot about. And then the hard pan, which is basically like a clay, kind of clay soil, pretty compact. So that, after the dark layer, I started using it to fill in things. So we had a divot. That took about 5 pails. That was from when they put the water line in. For some reason it settled a lot in one area. And then got totally sidetracked. And let's go look at what else we did. So I carried the rest of it in pails, 5-gallon pails, over to here. And Amy had this idea of putting a bench here. And I flattened that out. Also brought some stone over, raised the fence. One more layer on that. And then after I got it nice and flat, brought over some pieces of granite. They're upside down, so that way they're not slippery. And it was just right for the bench. And then brought a bunch more stone over and made a little table for each side of it. And thanks to my mother, she had donated the bench and recently the pillows. So I'm sure we're not going to leave the pillows out overnight. The squirrels will probably have a field day with them, but it's a pretty cool spot to hang out. And we changed the way the bench, we had put it here just as a test, and we changed it so it's facing the bungalow, the carriage house, and the main house. Although it's pretty secluded here because of the tree, and who knows, maybe this area will fill in more, but makes a nice area. Okay, so major sidetrack, but got a lot accomplished. And next, I'm going to take a break and mow some lawn because the zero turn's ready to go. But then later on, probably tomorrow, I'll come back and we'll start filling in the holes with stone and brick and build up, and we'll be ready to put the posts in, or set them on top, I should say. Okay, so got sidetracked from the roof, but we're making progress, and the holes line up nice right up through there, and that'll do it. I'm sure those 2 posts, I have them already made, so I'll get them stained. And we got a lot of stone to put in here. We got to fill the holes up and then bring them up to the level of the deck with flat stone. Okay, time to mow some lawn.